Hello. Welcome to Gunning to Old Trafford. This is your host, Ibrahim and Abdul Samad Kesam.
Thank you so much. All good. Abdul Samad in the house and Ibrahim Tunara. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We are back, as you guys can see. Wow, the Premiership is rocking, Ibi. It's rocking. But before we get there, guys, we are at our segment, which we had to just pause a little bit for the World Cup, Ibrahim. And you guys, the fans, were loving it. I'm going to give it to you guys, and Ibrahim's going to take us in the past and present players. Amazing, Ibi.
Yeah,
amazing.
And guys, before we get into it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Remember, the more you subscribe, the more you share the content, the easier it is for us to grow, and for us to then, push out more of this beautiful content for you guys. So really appreciate the support, but remember, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Really important.
Amazing
and
stuff.
Share with friends and friends.
Yes, please. And like we always say, by the fans, for the fans. This is your guys' channel as well. And let's build this Gunning to Old Trafford community. So yeah, amazing to get into this, Ibi. I've been ready to go for a long time. If you're okay with it. And if it's okay, can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
Right, so I've been ready to go, guys. And I changed my present player. We just need to understand how well this boy is playing, Ibrahim. So
maybe
today,
just give the guys a bit of a background on what the past and present is again.
Oh yeah, sure. So basically, guys, a past and present, like we said before, is a player in the past, when myself and Ibrahim started watching football, and a player that really touched our hearts. A player that we really looked up to, and a player that was in the team that we really love. For example, the Arsenal history, the United history, and a player that really demanded a lot of respect from the Arsenal or Manchester United fans. A living legend or a past legend, however it is. And currently, we love looking at our present players. We've got a lot of youngsters at Manchester United, plenty of youngsters at Arsenal. So that's more or less what it is, and it's just the love of our players and giving them a nice heads up and appreciating them.
100%. Yeah? Perfect. You go, you start off.
Okay, so beautiful stuff, guys. So I am going today, Ibi, with again a similar player. And before I say it out, these guys have speed, agility. Their finishing is outstanding. And one thing that really spurs them on in a team is their aggression. Right? So, up front, none other than Ian Wright.
Oh!
Ian Wright.
Righty.
And a boy that's really setting the Emirates alight. And he's got the number 14 jersey,
Nketiah.
Very similar players, Ibi. But let's go quickly into Ian Wright. Ian Wright, born and bred North London boy. Started his career at a tender age, actually a late age of 19 years old, Ibrahim, at Crystal Palace. Played there right up until 28 years old. He only signed, guys, for Arsenal in 1991, where George Graham brought him on, at the age of 28 years old. Now, you guys need to understand and put this into perspective, Ibrahim. If Ian Wright is one of the legends of Arsenal, and last year he has been selected in the Arsenal official website, top 50 players, he came out 4th.
Ooh.
Now, just imagine here, guys. Ian Wright comes to Arsenal in 1991. He leaves 1998-1999 season, and within that 7 years,
he established
himself way beyond anybody. So yeah, he comes on. Just quickly, Ian Wright, England international, 33 appearances with 9 goals. For Arsenal, 288 appearances with 185 goals. But you know what really hit me, Ibrahim? From his 285 appearances, 279 starts.
Ooh.
How important was this, man?
279.
And with his illustrious career, 11 hat-tricks. He then moves over to West Ham United. I'm just going to go quickly through what he achieved. He achieved a Premier League with Arsene Wenger, 97-98.
Wasn't he also did celebration?
Yes, he also did it when Sylvain Waltod also a good one to this, right?
Yeah.
So a Premier League champion, 97-98. FA Cup, 1992-93 season with George Graham, which was a pinnacle and a real father figure in his career, Ibrahim. He won it again 97, 98 when Arsenal took their double. 92, 93, 93, 94, Football League Cup with George Graham, the European Cup Winners' Cup with George Graham as well. And when he went over to West Ham, he won the UEFA Intertoto Cup. I don't know if he still has that. Intertoto Cup. Amazing. So, quickly, and I think I said a lot of Ian Wright, but a bit more. So, Ian Wright, when he was with George Graham, really played well. You had the likes of Paul Merson, Ray Parlour,
all giants in it.
All giants. When George Graham left, for 6 months, Ian Wright didn't even make the bench. Because then we had a caretaker coach called Bruce Rioch, also a North Londoner. And then, end of 96, coming into 97, September, Arsene Hu knocks on the Emirates, and that is a start of another burst in Ian Wright's career. Dennis Bergkamp comes in. Dennis Bergkamp and Ian Wright, what a great fruitful partnership. They were really, they were outstanding. Thereafter, Ian Wright, obviously already 32, 33 years old. Then the new big hitters came in, Nicolas Anelka, Thierry Henry. Remember those days there? But he still really maintained. I mean, he was a top Arsenal top goal scorer right up until 2012, right? That's when it was broken by Thierry. So basically, Ian Wright, a marvel, a total marvel, and somebody that's really reminding me of a North London. You know that hard London boy is Eddie Nketiah. And I had to mention them together.
So before you jump into Eddie Nketiah, Abdul, I let you run with Ian Wright.
Go for it.
And just a few things, I was in awe from what Abdul said, and the stats are amazing. But Ian Wright was also the father or stepfather of Sean Wright Phillips,
correct,
and Brady Wright Phillips, and now he's got his grandson also playing.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's Sean Wright Phillips' son.
Oh, amazing!
That's also doing well. And outside football, Ian Wright has become also a fantastic pundit. Amazing pundit, and a champion of many causes.
I mean, the racism one,
100%.
He's absolutely amazing.
Pushing women in football as well. He's a really strong defender and supporter of all of these causes. So big up to Ian Wright, brilliant on the field. But in his later, after he's retired, really established himself as a real force in the football.
And Ibi, I love when you say that. And off the field, I was just reading also earlier on, he's also a member of the British Empire. That's an MBE status they get. So he's also
recognized by the royal family.
Definitely. And what I love about him, and quickly I'm going to run into Nketiah, is that till today, guys, when we talk of legends of a club, Ian Wright is one of them. When he talks of Arsenal, he doesn't talk about Arsenal. He talks about us. We need to attack more. We didn't have a good game. So he loves the team.
And Arsenal still respect him. Huh?
No, big time.
When they launched their kits, they always got him in the videos. And it's amazing.
Ray Parlour also, if you guys just go in, I think 2 months ago, we did a Ray Parlour. Ray Parlour is part of the... You're going to laugh. Ray Parlour is part of the designing of the new kits at Arsenal.
Seriously?
Oh, honestly, you must Google it. I'm going to send it to you. So, Ray Parlour, the Pele, Goldilocks, don't forget, get in there. Our previous video is amazing. We'll be dropping them 100%. Soon. So, yeah, Ibi, thank you so much. Ian Wright, absolutely amazing. Mwah. Love you, my man. Thank you so much, Ibi. So, Eddie Nketiah, Ibrahim, now, another one. Eddie Nketiah is not an Arsenal boy. He's from North London. He started at Chelsea at the age of 8. Chelsea.
I thought it's true.
Mr. Mota, this is something for you, brother. Eddie Nketiah was his whole life at the Chelsea Academy. He only joined Arsenal at the age of 15. Age of 15, came in, really did well. Pierre Mertesacker and really enjoyed him. And then, at 16 years old, when Thierry Henry came back after his MLS with Red Bull, he was the coach of this under-18 team. And coached by Thierry Henry. There's a picture we'll also drop that's out there where he was coached by the great Thierry Henry. And at 19 years old, he went to Leeds. And that to me was Eddie Nketiah's big break, because, he was with one of the masters of the game, Bielsa.
Marcelo Bielsa.
And who better, Ibrahim? Brilliant. A young guy. And now, as he came in on his way out of Arsenal, And Arteta gave him the number 14 jersey. A lot of talk about
Noise
it
around
not
it,
being the right thing. But, I mean, what a player. I mean, Jesus injured. He's come in. He's really established himself. So, yeah, big up Eddie Nketiah. England international, under 17, under 19, under 21, under 23. Just doesn't have that England cap at the moment. So, hopefully that will come. That will come. So, Ibi, that was me. Ian Wright, Eddie Nketiah. Amazing stuff. Amazing. Thank you so much. I missed the segment.
I also
do you know, guys, if you guys don't know this, and before Ibrahim starts, this segment has myself and Ibrahim sometimes in awe. Because, when Ibrahim speaks, we speak about our boyhood heroes, that's our present heroes, like we explained earlier on. It really gives us goosebumps. Yeah. Because I remember me in a small Ibrahim, maybe after madrasa, walking around and talking about these players. And now we're hearing it from and what they really meant. So, Ibi,
and we do it for you guys, the fans,
definitely.
so that you also remember some of these players and also appreciate the players that are currently at the club.
Yeah.
Abdul, that was an education.
Thanks.
Ian Wright, amazing servant of the game and a hero not only to Arsenal, I think to all football lovers out there. So love it. And I think Nketiah, we were on one of our lives and someone, I think it was a Greek scouser, they had some really sour words towards Salam, my father just came in.
Legendary. Salam
So,
just before you go, the only man that's allowed to come while we live is Agamama Zaychudara. So we are brilliant. Jazakallah so much. Amazing.
Eddie Nketiah, so the Greek scouser had some tough words for him.
He was tough.
But Eddie Nketiah, I think, silenced him because I think he had a really good game the last couple of weeks.
Definitely.
So, Abdul, that was an education. I'm going to jump into my past and present. And I'm going to go in with someone that might be forgotten by the younger United fans. They actually played for 2 clubs in the Premier League. And it's none other than Juan Veron.
Oh my God.
Juan Sebastian Veron.
Juan Sebastian Veron. What a player. Oh my God.
So Juan Sebastian Veron is an Argentinian professional footballer and currently the chairman of Estudiantes de la Planta.
Wow.
I wonder if I spelled it correctly.
Sounds beautiful. Sounds beautiful.
Where he served as director of sports. He started his career in Argentina, obviously, and then made his way to Italy, where he played for Lazio, where Manchester United then paid a record fee for a non-Englishman. I think it was close to £28 million to bring him in at Manchester United.
Wow.
Veron famously said that he wasn't scared of the Premier League. Brilliant footballer. And when he started for United, he started off an absolute cracker. As the season started, I think he scored in his first 4 games for Manchester United. And the one being the 5-3 comeback against Tottenham Hotspurs. We were 3-0 down in the first half. Wow. And we came back 5-3 to win the game. And Veron was really influential in that game. But I'll get into some of his stats. Veron also played for Chelsea in the Premier League. Was then loaned out to Inter Milan. I think it was, and then went back to his beloved Estudiantes and retired in 2014. So a brilliant, footballer. Made a short return to first team football in the 2017 Copa Libertadores, officially retired in 2014. From an international perspective, Veron 72 caps for Argentina, which is no small feat.
No, that's big.
Between 96.
That's huge, Ibrahim. And remember Argentina, Riquelme, Maradona was still in between it.
Brilliant players. So, played between 96 and 2010. So just missed Maradona, but was obviously coached by Maradona in Argentina at the 2010 World Cup in South Africa.
Correct, yes. How was it? Sorry. What is like his he was a cracker, man. I love it.
He scored 9 goals. Represented him in 3 World Cups and 1 Copa America, where he won a runners-up medal with Argentina.
Wow.
So, it's a really influential player.
And Ibi, I just go back, I'm sorry, when you started and you said a forgotten, this is a giant.
Oh, yeah.
This boy is a giant, guys. Juan Sebastian Veron. Wow.
Brilliant.
Listen to this, guys.
And Abdul, not only a giant in terms of his playing career, but a giant in size.
Big
6
boy.
foot 1 inch.
6'1".
You know, this guy is a big boy, man. 6
big
foot
boy.
1 is a thing.
And do you
man.
know how scary that is with someone coming with your bald head?
Yeah.
That's pretty scary.
It's amazing, man. So in 2004, he was included in the FIFA 100 list of the 125 greatest living footballers at the time.
God.
And this was selected by none other than the great Pele himself. So Pele, a Brazilian, put rivalry aside and added Veron in his 125 greatest players, living players, in 2004.
Absolutely crazy.
So, you know, amazing stuff. Was nicknamed La Bruchita,
La Bruchita.
which means the little witch.
Yeah.
And I mean, for his size, the reason they call him the little witch is because Veron's father was also a brilliant footballer. Juan Veron. Yeah, not one Sebastian, just one Veron.
Just one Veron.
Yeah, was known as La Bruja, the witch.
Yeah.
Right? And he was a hard hitter, championship winning player with the Estudiantes. So father and son both played for the Estudiantes. La Bruja, the witch, and La Bruchita, the little witch. So amazing heritage in the Veron family.
I want to
you know?
kiss you for bringing on Veron, honestly. Because, listen to this, guys. There's more.
Of course, just a little bit more.
No, give us. I love
just
it.
a little bit more about his spell in England, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
in 2000 and after the 2000-2001 season, he moved from Lazio to Manchester United, like I said, for a fee of 28.1 million for a 5-year deal, the most expensive transfer in English football at the time, also becoming the first non-EU player, so non-European player, to break the English transfer record, or non-UEFA player to break the English transfer record. On signing for Manchester United, like I said, he was quoted as saying that he had no fear of the Premier League. And I was correct when I said, his thing started off really well. He scored in the first 3 of his 4 games for Manchester United, being part of that 5-3 comeback, and won the Player of the Month in his first season, in his first month at Old Trafford.
Nice.
After that, injuries and fatigue really kicked in with Veron. You know, his career fizzled out at Manchester United. 52 appearances for Manchester United.
Not bad at all.
Not bad. To play 52 times for Manchester United. No small... 51 times actually for Manchester United. Scoring 7 goals. He then... Sir Alex Ferguson, tried to have a heart-to-heart with him. And told him, I think it's time for you to move on. He wanted to fight for his place, but Ferguson gave Chelsea the opportunity to speak to Veron. Okay. And Abramovich himself convinced Veron to make the switch.
Okay. And he liked
Abramovich
the project.
And what was the coach of Chelsea, the guy who won the Premier League with Leicester?
Claudio
Ranieri. So Ranieri and Abramovich convinced him to make the switch.
Beautiful.
He joined Chelsea. Short stint, he was meant to be there for 3 years. Only 7 appearances for Chelsea, scoring 1 goal. Then injuries plagued him again. Was loaned out to Inter Milan, Internazionale, for the next 2 seasons. And then returned to Estudiantes, like we said, where he ended his career officially in 2014.
Crazy. And now you say also doing amazing stuff.
Amazing stuff with
the
Estudiantes.
sporting director
for Estudiantes. And what was nice at the World Cup in Qatar, Veron was walking around and Rio Ferdinand snuck up behind him. He bumped him. So he turned around like angry until he saw Ferdinand.
Rio.
And then gave him a big bear hug. So,
you know what?
Respect.
I love Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah,
He's so, you know what? Rio can be on our WhatsApp group.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
He has the
guy.
energy to be on our
He
WhatsApp
is
group.
that, man. Rio, I love it, man.
So that's one Sebastian Veron.
Ibrahim.
My past player. And I think a really forgotten player at Manchester United. And a really brilliant player.
Shoo.
My next player and my current player, and I think some similarities to Veron, in terms of being South American, a real tank of a midfielder, really strong, God. None other.
Don't talk of a tank here.
Carlos Enrique Casemiro, also
so
known
well.
as Casemiro.
Ibrahim, he's playing so well.
Brilliant.
Talk to us. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
I'm just a bit nervous.
Are we good?
I don't
Abdul
know.
thought the camera stopped.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. Sorry about it. We've had it.
Like this, so,
and I didn't want the issue, so yeah, we could. So I have to sit down for this. Yeah, I love Casemiro, and I'm loving that you bring him in.
I have to.
I mean,
and I think at the right
general,
time.
Man, the
At
right
the
time.
right time.
Give it
He's
to us,
really
Ibi.
bossing the Premier
Oh, he's
League.
bossy.
So Casemiro, and if you don't know, Casemiro actually spells his surname Casimiro.
Casemiro.
But there one day, and a story about this, that they spelled his name with an E, and because it was already there and the fans were used to it, he left it as Casemiro.
Are you serious?
Brilliant
But
player.
it just shows, like, I mean, a person he is.
I think he didn't want the players, the fans to change their tops.
Brilliant, man.
I'll find out the history behind it and let you guys know.
Beautiful.
So Casemiro started his career with the great Sao Paulo, where he scored 11 goals in 111 games. He was then earmarked or identified by Real Madrid. You know, Real Madrid like bringing in the Brazilians. They've got a big history with Brazilian players coming into La Liga. So he moved to Real Madrid in 2013, but then went on loan for a season to Porto. And I think that really helped him to grow. Similar to Nketiah, you know, that loans for young players are really important. Won 18 trophies at Real Madrid, including, and Abdul, this is no mistake, open your ears, guys, you know, 5 Champions Leagues.
5
Champions Leagues.
That's 5 stars.
5 stars. 3 La Liga titles, 1 Copa del Rey, and 3 FIFA Club World Cups.
And there was doubt
about his
Bentner.
Soonest.
About him coming to the Premiership.
Exactly. And you know, and that just shows the quality of this guy. You know, Soonest called him a steady Eddie. If you're a steady Eddie, you don't win these type of titles, and you're not influential to a team like Real Madrid and then Manchester United.
The players he played with,
You know what I mean?
Ronaldo, Zidane. He played.
No, he didn't play with
He
Zidane.
just missed Zidane.
He was coached by Zidane.
Even
right?
there.
So, and then, you know, another important thing, and just shows his mentality. When he came and United didn't make the Champions League, they asked him, and he said, I won 5. What do I have to prove? I'm here for a new challenge. I want to help
Manchester United get there as well.
Yeah. Shows his mentality, you know. He's not just there for the glory. He's there to help build a team.
Ibrahim, what I also saw, and if you guys were in our Instagram, there was a small video we posted with what he brings onto the training ground, the happiness, the you know, the little samba dish, and everybody's smiling, and you got the Antony, and you got the Freddy, and the Scott, the boys are all loosening up. So
he's a brilliant guy. So a full international with Brazil since 2011. Casemiro already took part in 2 World Cups, 2018 and 2022 FIFA World Cup, as well as 4 Copa Americas. And he won the 2019 Copa America. Right? Just from a Manchester United perspective, August 19, 2022, Real Madrid and United announced that they reached an agreement. 3 days later, he signed with Manchester United, 4-year deal with an option to extend. He's 30 years old. The deal is 60 million, and I think for a player like him, 60 million pounds a drop in the ocean.
With what's happening now, yeah.
And what we're seeing, yes, he struggled at the beginning to probably find pace, you know, with Manchester United and the Premier League. But since then, he's established himself in the team, and he's been an absolute pivotal player and tank for Manchester United. I think without him in the team, Manchester United are a really worse team without Casemiro in.
Agreed.
He's really bossed at midfield. He doesn't only, you know, provide support in defense, but he's also good going forward.
He's passing.
Right?
Deadly passing.
He's got a range of passing. He's got tackling in his locker. He's got the stamina and that engine to carry on. But he's also got goals in him.
Yes.
And like we've seen over the past weekend where he scored against
nice
Bournemouth. What a goal from a free kick. And guys, we've dropped a segment around our review and player ratings where we talk about Casemiro and the impact that he's had on Manchester United. So don't forget to look at that. So Abdul, that's my past and present. South American flavor.
South American flavor.
One Sebastian Veron is a past player. Argentinian dynamo. Straight through to a Brazilian tank, Casemiro. Abdul, my past and present. What a way to come back.
So basically we were in North London, the streets of North London, Chelsea. And you just gave us a little bit of samba
flavor.
Wow, guys, you do not want to miss this. We have our past players, Juan, Sebastian, Veron, Ian Wright, La Bruschetta, Ian Wright, and we have our present players, Casemiro. and Eddie Nketiah. This was absolutely amazing and is always Ibrahim and education.
And education. Guys,
Wow.
drop into our comments. Let us know who you'd like to hear about next for the next installment of Past and Present.
Please do, guys.
But with that, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and get onto our YouTube. There are some amazing segments that dropped. We've got the player review, the review and player ratings. We've got our preview for the upcoming cup games. We also got a special interview with the boys down under. From Man Cave United and MUFC Worldwide Raids, where they give us their all-time Manchester United 11.
Absolutely.
Amazing stuff. Don't miss it. It's on our YouTube. Get in and get watching. Amazing stuff. And with that, Abdul.
Thank you, guys. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. And we are 3, 2, 1. We are
Gun it to Old Trafford. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.